Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here. And in a pretty predictable twist of events, there is a new craze sweeping across a nation. And if you thought the old Swabby McGee that went right up to your brain, just get it right up there, that one was a bit uncomfy. Well, I have got some news for you. You see, when we joked around and said, hey, are you going to take it when they say they want to get right up in your keister? Well, guess what? That is now a reality. They're saying, you know what, some keistering of these swabs. Yes, anal swabbing. Well, that's going to be a lot more accurate, says this Chinese expert. And Beijing, here we go. This is not an episode of Black Mirror. This is not a dark comedy sketch on, man, I don't even know who would have gone this dark. I mean, it could have maybe been some 90s Chappelle Show action. I wouldn't give Ben Stiller enough credit for it. The State. That's what I want to say. The State had that 90s grime that maybe they would have done a program on anal swabs. Yes, anal swabs. So, guys, get your questions and comments in now. And this is going to be a shorter AMA as I have another video premiering at 2 o'clock. So it's going to be about 35, 40 minutes. We're going to go over this story that I repeat, it's not from The Onion. Okay? This isn't the Babylon Bee. And you got to understand, again, China didn't need, 2 vaccine shots to reopen. They just needed more of a police state than they already had and some anal swabs. It seems, right? That's got to be the logic we're going with today. Before we get there, I want to remind everybody we are fully demonetized on this platform. $5, $10, $15. It means the world to me. Big donors couldn't do it without you. The Go Get funding is what we are using this month or for the remainder of this month. And then we're going to go to month 20 in the beginning. As GoFundMe cut me off. So go get funding. Check that out. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Join the Burmis Brigade. Check out all the documentaries for free over here as well. And guys, again, love me, hate me. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to do the best job I can. That's all I can say about that. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order to Find are free right here, right now. And remember to Rockfin, live 11 a.m. Monday through Friday and free. You got to make a free account and then you can go follow me. For instance, let me hit the refresh button here. You'll check out a video that's not going to premiere till later today. And that is YouTube bans Trump indefinitely. That's right. YouTube gave Trump the ban hammer. We went over that this morning. But we've got some exclusives that are there that are not going anywhere, that aren't on YouTube, such as Truth in Hollywood, Ned Beatty, all free. And then if you are a premium subscriber, it's like a Netflix for creators. You subscribe to me, you get Slow News Day, you get the Convo Couch, you get Nico House, you get so many others. So consider becoming a premium subscriber on that platform, because if I get kicked off of this one, that's where all my stuff is going to be. And again, I always give them a shout out because these guys deserve it. Odyssey backed up my entire channel. So even if we do get deplatformed, at least we're there. Okay, let's get to it. COVID anal swabs for Beijing residents more accurate, says Chinese expert. Oh boy. Just bend over and take it, eh? Let's read this nightmarish piece of propaganda by Newsweek. More than 1 million Beijing residents undergoing coronavirus testing amid a fresh outbreak have been administered anal swabs. 1 million and counting. I mean, this literally, when I said a state sketch, if everybody's familiar with Reno 911, before Reno 911, a large majority of that crew was in a sketch comedy show on MTV that I used to love as a kid called The State. This reminds me of a state-like sketch. Whitest kids you know, they kind of ripped them off. I know the kids in the hall were the original HBO bad boys. Always loved The State. Oh boy. The key districts of Daxing and Dongsheng began a mass testing drive on Friday after a 9-year-old boy tested positive for the more virulent strain of the virus, first discovered in London and southeast England last month. Health authorities in Chinese capital said they were aiming to screen more than 2 million people in 48 hours. That should frighten you. Can you imagine being just one of the random 2 million people that they're like, and by the way, bend over and take it. Literally. Bend over and take it. Literally. I mean, they're already telling us in this country, wear 2 masks, 3 masks. Why not 4? Why not shove something in your ass? This is insanity. Insanity. Around 1.6 million inhabitants in Daxing were to be given antibody tests as well as throat, nasal, and rectal nucleic acid swabs. That sounds like a good name for a punk band. RNAS, rectal nucleic anal swabs, or acid swabs, sorry. Rectal nucleic acid swabs. I'd go check that out. You know, it depends on what the cover was at the bar. Anal swabs have been in use since last year, including in the major port city of Shanghai, but the method is so far reserved for individuals in potential COVID-19 hotspots, according to an infectious disease expert quoted by China's state broadcaster CCTV on Saturday. So lovely. They've been administering these for a while now. Now it's just like, these are the ones that work. Since the start of the coronavirus outbreak, we've tested for the virus using mainly throat swabs. Its characteristics are convenience and speed, so it's suitable for large-scale testing. Nasal swabs are more accurate than throat swabs, but nasal swabs can be uncomfortable. Oh, can they? The up in the brain one? So we'll just stick it up your butt. You know what? I think I'm about done with this, right? Ready to go to the questions and comments. What are your comments on this one? By the way, guys, thumbs it up, subscribe, and share. Join the Burmese Brigade. Let's do it. We do it live. All right. I don't think it could get worse, but I'm all ears. Well, I think it did. Yes, it really. Stream on Odyssey. I don't think that they have the capabilities yet. They're in beta on that. I asked them to let me try it out when it's in beta or when they're letting guys like me try it. Creepy dark. I said it. You said it. Really? Anal swabs? Yes. I'll tell my kids not family friendly. I mean, look, I'm using medical terms here. That's I also, you know, again, if you are already the king of keister, you know, go for it, I guess. Forget swabbing. We're all about to get fisted. They'd say, Jason, can't outswear you, Dad. Don't be stupid. I have gold kids. Well, Daniel, you tell your children that thank you. And I'm sorry when I do curse. But I would say that in a time like this, when they're talking about swabbing other human beings anally for this virus, well, I don't know what else to say. I think that a curse here or there might be warranted. Every time I hear GoFundMe, I think go F me for some reason. Ivan says that he joined Rockfin recently. Well, excellent, Ivan. I hope you're enjoying it over there. You know what's another great thing about Rockfin is that it is ad-free content. There are no ads over at the Rockfin. Even if you have the free account, you don't have to watch ads. That's pretty awesome. And they're not going towards a ad-based revenue model, which again is awesome. We are screwed. Good kids. You don't have the spell check. Yes. Jesus is coming. Let's keep going down. I mean, how do you guys actually feel about anal swabs for coronavirus? How do you feel about that? Is it harkening back to the old thermometer day with the fever? Thermometers days for my generation? Let's see. No anal, please. Jason, can you cover this trade market frenzy going on? Man, I think that people are just moving around assets and seeing what's going to make it out of the next bubble that's about to crash, right? A lot of people were telling me that crypto is crashing. I'm not seeing that. It's kind of normalizing. I don't know how you can tell me that crypto's crashing when Ether, Bitcoin, and Ray, which I get paid in via Rockfin, were all significantly lower even the beginning of December. And if you go back to summertime 6 months ago, oh my goodness. Gets better every day. Someone else over here, they feel violated. Annalie. Anus. What's this? The Office of the Artist, formerly known as Chef. And we'll add Brian on there. Sticks had a good take on the butthole surfing swab thing. It's the or else ploy. Better to have an oral swab than anal. It's manipulation. I'm not swabbing. I'm not Johnny Swabbins. I'm not taking a swab. No swab one way or the other. We've got a clown emoji over here. Oh, there's a jump. There's a jump. Bam. Lots of jumpings over here. There we go. Poor kid. What's this say? Ace wipe was a thing. Now ace swipe will be. Yikes. Jason is doing his analysis about the swabs. I got the pun there. I got it. I hope Jesus is big and on a huge spaceship. I don't care his color, just a good big love and kick ass type. Oh, excuse me. This message for ace play. Yace. I've got them all, folks. They want to humiliate the human dogs on planet Earth. There are nanofibers on test kits. They go into the Brizane. I don't know about that. I don't know one way or the other of that. I saw some thumbnails. I didn't do any investigations on any of it. Good one. It's ridiculous too because you could just give a stool sample. The sodomy is unnecessary. It certainly is. Hey, just a little swab, Brian. Just a little swabby swab. Little swab cotchins. That's all. It's fun to them. And we have new strains that may be resistant to the vaccines. LMAO. We won't be able to stop wearing masks till 2025 at least. I'm not wearing a mask. Not today. I you know what, though? I did. I went to the girls' basketball games. I only went to the first one. But I had to wear a mask there. At least the kids didn't have to wear masks while they played. And it sucks because it was ruining such a good moment in a lot of ways. Let's see. I had, and by the way, what's up, Lee? It's good to see you in here. I had the nose one. It was fine. Stay out of my biznut. Any excuse to shove something up the arnis. Jeez, I don't know about that. Jason, are you funded by government sources or other secret societies? Bum, bum, bum. Is this my oldest one? It's either my oldest or my second oldest one. It's one of those really old Bohemian Grove annals here. Look at that. Huh? The old annals of the Bohemian Grove. We're talking. Is this the one that's like 100 years old? I got a couple that are older. This has got the thin paper on it. I mean, this is a printed prestige here. A little Bohemian. So obviously, you know what? I'm actually wearing. Well, I bring up the Bohemian Grove. I'm actually wearing, and you won't be able to see it on this shot, but we'll open it up. Come over here. My owl affliction shirt, and this is a San Francisco shirt too, and that's where the Bohemian Club is that goes with the Grove. So yes, you caught me. It's actually been the Bohemian Grove that's been funding me the entire time. Bum, bum, bum. I know you're effing with me, and I'm effing with you. Good times. Let's see. I don't know what anyone would get tested with a test that doesn't test for viruses. Annual anal swaps. Yikes. LOL. I like Angela's attitude. Which city in the Quad Cities area did you move to? And do you visit other cities in that area? I've not really been around other cities other than, I've been over the bridge, obviously. I stayed on the Illinois side when I first visited here over the summer. I'm in Bettendorf, so the smallest, and in the Iowa side, and I really like it here. It's great. It's great here. What are your thoughts on Brendan O'Connell, Jason? I think the man tells the truth about the world by far of anyone else I've ever seen. I don't know about that. I've seen some of his stuff, but I know that he attacks Whitney Webb, and I greatly respect her. And I remember one of the full videos I watched of O'Connell months ago, he was laughing about the idea that Biden would even become the president. And especially because Trump had been so pro-Israel, and he got that dead wrong. I don't think there's anybody that's like omnipotent and knows everything. So, I mean, that's my take on that guy. And plus, to attack somebody as good as Whitney Webb, who I think is really trying to do the right thing, not so much. Again, you notice that I don't really mention other people's names out of my mouth, other than one grifter in particular, because he's so cartoon level, right? But a lot of these people do that, and I don't get it. I'm here to reach out with open arms and have as many people on my platform as possible while I have it on this platform, and while we move into the future, into other platforms, right? San Francisco right now is ordering those swab kits, no doubt. Oh, you got jokes. And look at that. I didn't see that before, and I did this. If you have a nasal swab, you have been infected with nanofibers. Again, I don't know that that's factual in any way, shape, or form. I want to put that right out there. Let's see. F. San Fran. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been there in a long time. Lee is funny. Makes as much sense as 3 masks. Can't wait. Being censored. I don't know. Thumbs it up. What do we got? 173 watching, not even 100 thumbs up. Come on, guys. Again, we got a premiere coming up at the top of the hour after this, which I think you're going to want to see. I think it's like 40 minutes plus segment with Pasta. If you enjoyed the other segment with Pasta, I think you're going to enjoy this one too. We've been getting F by the governments forever anyway. Why not some annual? Thoughts on Texas introducing a bill to allow residents to vote on seceding from the Union. I mean, at this point, can I argue with it? I think that division is happening on a mass level in this country, and I think it's going to continue to do so, and that's the plan, Stan. If it's so contagious, we should have a spit test, right? A little perverted. Is it? Hopium? Hey, so if they were shoving your anus with hopium, that would be okay? I don't understand that one. I think secession is an inevitability. Oh, you're talking about secession being hopium? Maybe. Yes. I love seeing the elite lose money from the GameStop stocks. Let's see. Meteorite Anal 2020. Don't blame me. That's funny, actually. I like that. Anal swabbing is the predator class trolling us. Let's tell them to take a Q-tip up their arnis. Ha-ha. Hashtag no anal swab. Don't ask swab me, bro. A lot of butt humor here today, huh? Huh, folks? Butthole surfing swab, LOL. Everyone will move to Texas. I'm definitely looking at Arkansas and Texas. It's a great band. Masks seem useless. I constantly see mask people leaking shit out of their mouth. Phone shows 5G and it's buffering. Okay. I think I love you, Angela. Well, is this a proposal? Have we made a connection, Brian? Please don't spread harmful disinfo. Stay home and save lives. Unrelated topic. Jason, any thoughts on disclosure being pushed by the MSM, Swamp Things, Navy? Yeah, it's bad news, Brown. We talk about it all the time here. It's the phony psyop, just like we're going to the moon and Mars and rocket ships and all that other stuff. It's used for hopium control. In reality, the vast majority of it, if not all of it, is different technologies, propulsion systems, energy systems that we've been working on for decade upon decade upon decade. I mean, that's how I feel about it. It's bad news, John Doe. Bad news. I feel this great reopening will allow for a stronger strain to take hold and a harder lockdown will come. Oof. We're not going to read that one. Jeff Lerner's got the alien anal probe thing. This is the anal show, faux show. Faux show. This ain't your daddy's anal show. Let's see. Oh, there's another big jump. Boy, oh boy. Let's see. There we go. If I was in an elevator with Joe Biden, I would shit my pants, S on the floor, and not say a word. Yeah, he's got Secret Service around him all the time now and has for a very long time. That would not be a physical possibility. You may be able to poop yourself and get some on the Secret Service agents that are manhandling you. Hell yeah, always try to tune in. Poirier versus McGregor was nuts. He looked strange and rusty. I thought he looked good in the first round, and I thought Poirier looked slow in the first round. Go watch our companion show, only at Rockfin, and only at that podcast network, with myself and Pat Miletich. We did a pre-show during the prelims on my channel, but I had a lot of fun calling those fights with Pat. Let's see. I knew it. LOL. Hey, Jason, maybe shut the hell up about China unless you're going to say something worthwhile, like they have death penalty. Instead, you squawk about China instead of Trump doing the same crap. I've talked about, first of all, Trump's out, right? I talked about China the other day. In fact, I got upset when we called it communism and China and the model here, and I went a little bit over the top. But I've talked about how I don't like their systems of control at all. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're free to think and say whatever you like. And if you'd like to articulate the world's woes in a better manner than myself, I'm sure you could do so. Are you familiar with the 9/11 Film Festival featured by No Lies Radio? They have a great doc and sequel calling out Bravo 7 about 9/11 and Beyond Bravo 7 about the origins of globalism. I think I've heard of No Lies Radio, but maybe not. Hey, remember the super bug scares of yesteryear? Whatever happened to that, do you think? I don't know. Thumbs it up, guys. Heavy on the front leg, boxing stance. Yeah, he did look weird. I thought he was tuning up Poirier, and Poirier looked nervous in the first round. But in the second round, when he lost his leg, and then Poirier was able to turn it on, that was pretty much the rap shop. The rap shop. I don't mind a couple fingers, but I don't want a government man near my anus. D-Wave, quantum computers, 5G, Starlink, Neuralink to your head. This is the ultimate agenda. Just actually the beginning of their transhumanist agenda, but yes. Love you, Jason. Big hugs for you. Well, thank you, Catherine. Whitney Webb does rock. I agree. Also, Dan Dix is back on YouTube. He's got the other channel, right? They didn't give him back Press for Truth like his actual channel, did they? Thanks for being you, brother, and doing what you do. Always hit that like button here. Thank you, Enoch. Appreciate that. Biden is gearing up for war with Iran. Are we going to have to wear G-strings to cover our bottom mouths? Whitney Webb goes after Trump and MAGA instead of promoting Trump like @Jason Burmis did. Ba-ba-bam. Again, man, when he did something I enjoyed, or when I was on a level where I had to expose the media's lies against him, yeah, I'm unapologetic about it. 100%. Come on, Joseph. I was with you. Just don't spam it. Don't spam it, ma'am it. You know what? I didn't check for super chat comments that had been left from the previous one, and we did have somebody give 5 right there too. So let's do that before we wrap it up. Let's see. Don't always agree, but don't always disagree. But I respect your opinion. Isn't that how it's supposed to be? I think so, Robin. I appreciate that. Thanks, Jason, for all you do. Question, has anyone heard more on the fluoride case? Thanks. You know, Robert, that's a great question. I'm not sure where the fluoride case is in court, and that's a fluoride in the water case, and it's a really interesting one that was being covered by Derek Bros especially, and I will look into that. I appreciate that question. Hey, Jason, would you appreciate unlock in the chat? How do you feel about them ushering in Patriot Act 2.0? And unblock in the chat. Well, how am I supposed to know where your unblock is, sir, and who you are? And because you didn't tell me that there. And them ushering in Patriot Act 2.0, I'm extremely upset about it. I discussed it big time with Steve Poikonen and others. So, guys, I'm going to X this out, make sure nobody else donated before the Video ends. I do appreciate everybody who has. That's how you support me. The GoFunding is down below. There are other ways as well. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, share, join the Burmese Brigade. Again, we lost hundreds of subscribers this week for doing what I do, I guess. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order to Find, and Shade the Motion Picture are free right here, right now. Remember to Rockfin, 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 and Rockfin. Again, we got exclusives. Make the free account, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. That's usually when we go live and free. We backed it up on Odyssey. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you all on the flip side.